Yo, what is up, everybody, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be checking out some more Watch Mojo. It's gonna be 10 Pokemon that actually died in the series. So, yeah, there are actually Pokemon that die, but are these gonna be deaths that stay? I don't think so, because obviously from this, they're gonna be showing movies which are considered non-canon. So, if I had to make a list, it's gonna be. They might show Celebi because technically it did die, but I came back. But yeah, let's just see. I'm not gonna lie, I remember seeing this. Unlike the original one, I was like, no, not Charmander.
Victorious, heartbreaking, and tragic demises of Pokemon depicted in the various anime series and films.
I'm not gonna lie, the anime can get sad sometimes.
Number 10, Jan's Talonflame. Learning about the canon history of Pokemon is fun.
Oh yeah,
however,
it just got shot and then just fell.
As well. In the episode The Legend of X, Y, and Z, Professor Sycamore and Alexa explore some ruins and go into the legend of the statue Isla.
That's it. The statue of Isla.
In the past, Jan rides off to find Yveltal, much to Isla's concern. However, the legendary Pokemon suddenly appears, causing Jan to attack by sending out his Talonflame. Before the Firebird can even land a hit, Yveltal uses Oblivion Wing, turning Talonflame into stone and disappearing into the forest below.
Yeah. They didn't even get a good grave. It didn't get a good
Before
funeral.
Jan can even
Smells like
grieve the
graveyard.
loss, Isla jumps in the way of another Yveltal attack, becoming a statue. He spent years finding Xerneas to restore Isla, only to no success.
Yeah.
Isla.
Gone forever.
Number 9, Elder the Trevenant. Because Celebi exists, this gives the anime a chance to take part in time travel shenanigans. In the episode A Timeless Encounter,
Trevenant died?
the mythical Pokemon sends Ash and Torracat into the past, meeting a child Professor Kukui. The future
I don't remember that.
Mascot introduces the duo to the area's totem Pokemon, a massive Trevenant called Elder. Thanks to Ash's help in getting rid of a cutie fly infestation, Elder grants the ageless future champion a Firium Z.
Oh,
Firium Z!
I forgot that's how I got it.
It's a reward!
Celebi, realizing its error, sends Ash and Torracat back to their timeline without warning. In the present day, when they look up, they see Elder, who has since passed away and become a foreboding tree in the forest.
Do you know
Oh. Damn.
Number 8,
I never realized
Snubbull.
that.
When we're introduced to Harriet in 2018's
Okay, this one, yeah,
Pokemon
obvious.
the movie, The Power
It
of
literally
Us,
show it
she seems to have
get
fallen
blown
into
up.
the wrong universe.
Or get
with her
burned alive.
passionate dislike of all Pokemon. However, as we discover later, when Harriet attempts to restart the power plants, only to be stopped by fire, there's a good reason for her behavior. When Harriet was a child, she had a Snubbull when flames erupted at the facility.
Snubbull! Come back here!
Was she a child? I thought she was like a
begged
teenager.
her partner Pokemon to come back, but it went for the plant's key. As Snubbull returned to Harriet, the flames engulfed the Pokemon.
Oh my
badly
God.
injuring the human's hand as well.
I should never
That's
have
so
let it get
dark.
away.
She blamed herself for the tragedy all these years. By the end, Harriet forgives herself and begins to love Pokemon again.
Aw.
Number 7.
That, I'm not gonna lie, that was a
Not
dark
only did
scene.
2002's
I've only
Pokemon
seen that
Heroes
movie
film
once.
confuse fans with Ash
But yeah,
and his Latias
I forgot about the
girlfriend.
Snubbull.
It also left the audience with trauma. In the past, Latios and Latias's father sacrificed himself to save the people of Alto Mare, turning into a soul dew to power the city's defense mechanism.
He used all his power to bring the water, and then vanished into thin air.
In the present, after the gem was broken and a tidal wave was set to obliterate the town, Latias and an injured Latios dash in to stop it. However, while they saved everyone, the power exerted by Latios caused him to perish. As the humans find Latios, Latios uses his sight-sharing ability to show them what he can see at the end before turning into a Soldew to keep Alto Mare safe.
Yeah. I remember I used to buy this VHS movie all the time at the movie store or video store.
In 2016, Pokemon Generations was released, which gave fans short animated
they're even doing these
videos
ones
on key moments in the game franchise. The Reawakening episode focused on a moment that first left its mark in the Pokemon Gold and Silver games.
The structure known as the Burned Tower was once a beautiful place.
We saw how the legendary beasts of Suicune, Entei, and Raikou came to be. In the past, Ecruteak City's brass...
Not gonna lie, I know Pokemon will never do this because, like, they want us to, like, theorize and stuff like that about, like, the evolutions being the 3 Pokemon, which, honestly, they were, but it would be so funny if Pokemon just went like, yeah, no, they weren't. Here are the 3 Pokemon that were actually like that.
The tower was struck by lightning, setting it ablaze. Sadly, 3 unnamed Pokemon didn't make it out in time.
When the tower caught fire, 3 nameless Pokemon perished.
After the fire was extinguished and the broken citizens grieved, Ho-Oh arrived. The legendary Pokemon used its power to remake the Lost Hounds into the legendary beasts. Rather than celebrate, the scarred citizens attacked, causing the resurrected Pokemon to depart.
The Pokemon never retaliated against the people. Instead, they left these lands of their own accord.
Number 5, Luxray. 2017's Pokemon
Oh,
the movie
that's right.
Ash's You reimagined Ash's start into becoming a Pokemon
they had 2
master.
deaths
During
in
this trip to find Ho-Oh,
in like the
he
reboot
meets
movies.
Sorrel, who wants to be a Pokemon professor. With a powerful Lucario as his partner, he seemed to have it all together. But during a heartfelt moment, Sorrel tells of his tragedy. When he was a child, he grew up with the family Luxray.
My family had a Luxray who took care of me. It was always with me.
One day, Sorrel was lost outside during a blizzard. Luxray found the youngster in the snow and lay on him to keep him warm.
Luxray.
When the rescue
Yeah, this
party
one was
found them
sad.
the next morning, while Sorrel
I'm not
was
gonna-
okay,
Yeah,
Luxray
I remember
had
seeing people
frozen.
cry in the
This
movie.
moment understandably haunted Sorrel as he distanced himself from Pokemon. Then he met Lucario, changing his life.
After that, I was afraid to make friends with Pokemon for a very long time.
Number 4, Lucario. Just kidding, it's a different one. The
Yeah.
mid-2000s Pokemon films
This one was
loved
sad.
dishing out audience
I love this
agony
movie.
regularly.
Still to this day, I still love this
time,
movie.
It's 2005's Pokemon, Lucario, and the Mystery of Mew. No one would be happy about being locked up and seemingly betrayed by their closest ally for centuries.
Like, like Gen 3 always had like a special heart or a special spot in my heart because like that was like yeah, there was Kanto that got me started, but then like Johto was like my most memorable one because like that was like when I was starting to get older. But then Hoenn, no, actually Hoenn was my most memorable one because I was at a point in my life. I was like, when it came out, I was like 9-10 years old. I was at that point where like Pokemon was like big in my life, and that was just like the point where like yeah, Pokemon was just like I loved it so much. Loved the anime, loved the cards, loved the anime. I would watch it literally every Saturday, and Gen 4 switched from WB to Cartoon Network, and I was watching it still every weekend. But then I just stopped after Gen 5. I was like, okay. Like I was in, I want to say I was like in middle school in Gen 5. Yeah, because I was in high school in Gen 6, and that's when Pokemon kind of brought me back in.
But eventually, Lucario begins to trust again. With the Tree of Beginning in jeopardy, the humans are swallowed up by its antibodies before Mew saves them. However, with the tree dying, Ash and Lucario combine their aura to restore it. Yet, the Pokemon knocks Ketchum away.
Leave the rest of this to me, Ash.
Lucario!
The aura is with me.
While Lucario saves the day, the
And that took them
strain is
15
too
years to
much.
realize,
It
oh wait,
begins
Ash
to
has
fade away.
aura too,
Before
and now he
does,
can have his own Lucario.
witnesses Aaron's final
I mean, okay, yes,
message
they did know, they
explaining
did
his
mention that in
actions,
Gen 4, but
causing
still.
him and the audience to sob.
Is waiting for me.
Yeah, they have a lot of
Number
deaths in the
3,
movies.
The Kanto starter clones.
Yep.
If you ever watched 1999's Pokemon the first movie and wondered what caused Mewtwo to lash out beyond his creation and abuse, then this will explain it. The uncut story of Mewtwo's origin, which was on the international DVD release for 2000's Pokemon Mewtwo Returns,
Yep.
was a prologue to Mewtwo's tale in the 1998 movie.
You look like a Pokemon, but you talk. I didn't know a Pokemon could talk like a person.
Pokemon? Person? What are those?
We see the legendary Pokemon as a child, having telepathic conversations with Amber 2,
not gonna lie,
the
Baby
clone of
Mewtwo, I
Dr.
love it.
Fushi's deceased daughter, and the Kanto starter clones of Squirtle 2, Charmander 2, and Bulbasaur 2.
Yeah.
As the group explores
And that's how they
Amber's
got Mewtwo's
hometown,
name.
the clones begin vanishing as they perish in the real world. Eventually, only Mewtwo and Amber 2 are left. Sadly, she too disappears as a devastated Mewtwo watches on.
And don't cry, Mewtwo. You should be happy.
So yeah, this is the whole reason why the doctor was doing this, to try to get his daughter back. Because she died.
Number 2, Marowak of Lavender Town. From the franchise's
Yeah, I
video
was
game
beat to death.
debut, the tale of what happened to Marowak in Lavender Town has saddened fans. Yet, the 2013 series, Pokemon Origins, which showcased the journey of Red and Blue, made it even worse. In the episode File 2 Cubone, we see Marowak save her child Cubone from Team Rocket.
What was that?
They need to make more Origins. Like, they need to make a
However,
Johto
she's
one.
attacked with
I don't know why they
electrifying
haven't 10 years
batons,
later,
ending her
11 years
life.
later.
Because of Team Rocket, Cubone lost its mother, Marowak.
When Red enters the Pokemon Tower to get rid of the villainous team, we see the heartbreaking reunion between Cubone and the spirit of Marowak. Now content with seeing her child one final time, Marowak goes off into the afterlife. Number 1, Stoutland.
Yeah.
No episode in the series has covered Pokemon passing on as impactful as this one. After being introduced several episodes before by One Journey Ends, Another Begins, Stoutland's time was running out as its health deteriorated.
Yeah, this is sad. Because he was in just not in one
We
episode, but
witnessed
he was
the
in like
impact of the
2 or
tragedy
3
on Litten, who
before he
sees
died.
the Pokemon as a mentor/parent. After leaving the Pokemon Center, Stoutland and Litten fall asleep on their couch. However, after an uncomfortable dream, when Litten awakes, Stoutland is gone.
Yeah.
The use of the tree leaves and the rain falling, Meowth watching sadly, Professor Kukui's reaction, and the cloud of the faithful hound made this bitterly incredible. What was the most heartbreaking moment in Pokemon? Let us know in those comments.
Heartbreaking without this, it was, I'm not gonna lie. Pikachu's goodbye, that was a sad ass episode. I know people are gonna say, oh, what about Bye Bye Butterfree? Yeah, it was sad. But Bye Bye Pikachu was sad for me. It was like, damn, this is really hitting me. Like with like the song, with the flashbacks. And yes, I understand Butterfree had the same one. It just didn't hit me just like that one. It was sad though. Bye Bye Butterfree was sad, I will admit that.
It's below.
You're saying we're alike now?
They
Did you enjoy this video?
honestly, they need to make a like 10 moments in Pokemon that made us cry or something like that. But yeah, if you guys liked this video, hit that like button down. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next video.
Bitch, I'm on the green with the stick like golf. Talking to my demon and they Nezuko. What am I if we thinking identical? I'm stronger than I thought when I was hurting low. Good thing mama made me eat my vegetables. Born from blood, but live for our love.